Hey gang, Zippo. I'm working on getting my workbench all set up for nothing but machining over here with the lathe. Let's get back out to there. You can see my Kennedy toolbox there. Just I'll go through all that stuff later. Also got another new tool that just really shocked me. I only paid 50 cents for it. I'll show you guys that here in a bit. But anyway, what I'm doing right now is just checking the static temperature. I've not run the lathe yet. 73. Check this bearing, 69, or 70 roughly. 70 roughly, okay? Just checking that. Come in here and check my gears. Everything's consistently right around 70 degrees. I'm going to run the lathe for a half hour and see if I've got any hot spots, and that'll tell me if I have something out of adjustment that I need to take care of. I have no movement. I mean, everything's good and tight as far as that goes. I just want to make sure that my bearings aren't going bad and getting overheated, or I've got too much pressure on the bearings and I'm heating things up somewhere. So stay tuned. After I get done running it for a half hour, we'll step the video back on. And this is just a real quick one. Just basically checking to see if there's anything in the headstock that needs my attention, my immediate attention. So stay tuned. I'll be back. Okay gang, been running about 20 minutes. While running, I went ahead and shut it off real quick and hit my feed reverse, my engagement lever here. And when I did, I want you guys to listen to this. I've got a gear that is meshing a little too tightly. I'm not sure which one it is yet, but I'll need to find it. And when I do, I'll show you guys how I correct it. It's actually pretty easy. You just take a piece of common paper and force it into the gears. You loosen the gears, force it into the gears, tighten the gears, and that should get rid of your, it should set your lash between the gears, because gears should not meet perfectly seat to seat. There should be a little bit of an air gap, and you'll hear here I've got one little spot where it wants to whine. So take a listen. I see that gear I just pointed to. I can see the run out in that gear. So my guess is it's right here. So I'm going to pull this off, clean it up real good, and throw it back together without, you know, and you guys don't really, you can look at tons of other YouTube videos to see exactly how to set the gear spacing, because there's tons of them out there. But again, you just throw a piece of paper in there, set the gears together tightly, roll the paper out, and that should set your spacing on your gears. So we'll be back. By the way, temperature. Running it for about 20 minutes. I have gotten, I don't know if that's on the camera, light might be in the way. I'm up about 6 degrees for 20 minutes of running, so that's not bad at all. I'll be back. Okay gang, we're back. Just been a couple of minutes. Got my nitrile gloves on. Don't worry, I'm not going to be machining or doing anything in that respect. I just haven't taken them off yet. This was where my problem was, exactly right there. The banjo had a little bit of junk on it, so it was just a matter of taking this nut off, pulling that gear set off, cleaning the banjo, and to show you, get things moved around so I can get to it. Here's a secondary banjo attachment that goes in here for different gear sets to change your feed rate for threading. But there's just a little bit of crud on the rail there, and that's all that it was. So we're going to kick her back on here and let you guys hear after resetting the lash between the gears, cleaning things up. As you can see, the whine is gone. So pretty easy fix, literally. Took me just a couple of minutes. Take that nut off, pull those pull that gear set off. There's two gears together, and just against the back of the banjo, a little bit of junk had gotten in behind it. This was not as tight as it should have been, so my guess is that it just backed off due to age and time. And I went through and made sure that everything else was tight enough. But anyway, I'm gonna get back to heating things up. Since I've been messing around here for about 15 minutes, I'm gonna let it run another half hour, check my temperatures again, so stay tuned. Okay gang, as I had hoped, and actually ran for a lot longer than just another 20 or 25 minutes. It's been running for about 40 minutes. I've been over here cleaning out the Kennedy box there, getting it ready to shove all my machinist tools into. But anyway, our temperatures real consistent right across the board. We're at 70, or right at 80 degrees, 79, 80 degrees here. Over here, same thing, 80, 81 degrees. Our gears, they're all coming in 80 or below. So I've not even hit the actual air temp in the here. The warmest speed is the belt itself, and it's 87 degrees. So I'd say we're good. Everything's good and tight. Tolerances are there. I don't have any hot spots, so that's a real good thing. And after I get done over here with the Kennedy toolbox, we may go ahead and shoot a video going through it, showing the various measuring tools and whatnot that I've acquired over the years, and as I mentioned earlier, one that I just acquired for 50 cents, which still is just mind-boggling to me. But we'll get to that. That concludes this video. This is Zippo Later. I'm out.